Hey, everybody. It is Katie with King of the Deep. I have Steve joining us here. Hey.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're coming in good, loud and clear. So we are here live to you guys tonight. We kind of wanted to go over our couple of events that we've got coming up because we've got a busy next
Can you hear me?
week. I can hear you.
All right, that's cool.
Okay. So we've got a busy couple of weeks coming up with a new event and then some new stuff at an old event. And so we wanted to tell you guys all about it tonight. If you're here on the live, say hello, share this out to any of your friends. And if not, then we'll try to make it quick so that you don't have to watch a long live later. So we're going to give you all the details on what's coming up next. And where are you at, Steve? You want to tell us where you're at?
Sure, yes. I have made my way down to Florida, and we are down here already with Sydney from Vessel Power Sports. Got everything loaded up, and we are heading west tomorrow morning bright and early. Me, Sid, Hunter, and Caleb. So we got the whole crew from Vessel Power Sports going to be representing and heading out to Arkansas.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys are going to have a good time. I know I'm a little jealous that I don't get to be there for this one. So, all right. So let's see. Somebody on YouTube, 225 Cole said hit a dig. So,
we're definitely going to hit a dig. Don't forget that if you're going to be at that event, come on by and check us out. We'll be hanging out in the vendor area with the Vessel Power Sports crew. So they've got lanyards, they've got koozies, they've got T-shirts, they've got all the typical stuff that they do when they come to an event. So check out Vessel Power Sports. We're hanging out with those guys all weekend, and I'm excited about it.
There's going to be a lot of our sponsors out there. I know Where to Mud is going. I know Turner Cycles is going to be there. So there's a lot of sponsors that are going to be at that event with you.
Oh, yeah. We're excited to see some of our friends and get to hook up and hang out with those people. I know that Stephanie and David from Where to Mud will be there. Of course, all of our friends from the Bounty Course, Mike, Randy, Bobby, Larry, the whole crew. So we're excited. It's, in this industry, we get together and it's almost like I say, it's like a family reunion. We get to see these people 2, 3, 4 times a year sometimes if we're lucky. And then the guys and girls that race with King of the Deep, they get to see each other at least 8 times this year for series events. And it's just, what we love about what we do is the people. So we're excited to see some of the friends and the people in Arkansas. And we're ready to see some racing. We're ready to get down there and see the mud fly.
That's right. Braxton, you've got literally a month from today before the next series race. Braxton said he's ready to race. So you've got one more month. It's literally like 30 days or 31 days, however you count it from today, August 8th. We will be at Bogs and Boulders racing for the next series event. But before we go there, we have a couple of things coming up. So you're headed right now tomorrow to Arkansas for the WTF Bounty Course, number 15. But then you're coming home next week for that. And then we are headed down to Georgia to Fat Daddy's ATV Park for a bounty hole. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, I'm excited. First time we've ever done anything at Fat Daddy's. That place was recently taken over, new management, new ownership. And I tell you, the amount of people that are enthusiastic about getting back into Fat Daddy's is really, I love to see how many people are excited about that park coming back open and having the ATVs, the side-by-sides, and riding again. Dalton was really awesome, and we were able to work it out with our schedule to get down there and do something with them pretty quickly. And we're excited. And I'm going to tell you right now, that event is going to be a great event for anybody. It doesn't matter what you got. If you just want to come spectate, hang out at the foam party, ride, and just enjoy yourself, that's going to be a great weekend. And I think there's going to be a big crowd at Fat Daddy's from what we're looking at.
I think so too. And what's neat for us is that like we've personally, you and I haven't been there yet. So we're going to do this event. And then while we're there, we'll be able to kind of potentially, plan some other stuff or some other cool things and make some suggestions about some other things they could do in the future, whether we're there for them to help them with that or not. And I think there's a lot of big things to come for that park because they definitely have the local support and they're, those people that obviously love to go out there. So I think there's a lot to come to look forward to for that park. So we're going to do the bounty hole. Let's talk about, I've got the classes here. We're doing a side-by-side class, an ATV class, and a dump bed class. We're going to do that bounty hole Saturday, and then Saturday night we're doing a foam party. But let's talk about the bounty hole itself.
So. Yeah, I'm excited about the bounty hole. It's a bounty hole that you pretty much old school bounty hole is what I like to call this because it's going to be a run what you brung. That means whatever ATVs show up, whatever side by side show up, whatever dump beds show up, they're pretty simple on the rules. It must be an ATV. It must have an ATV motor, must have diffs and drivetrain. And as long as the same thing applies for the side by sides, as long as it's got a side by side motor, diff, and drivetrain, then you guys are rocking and rolling. And I really want to say how much we appreciate Fat Daddy's coming on board and having King of the Deep at the park. And as we had an event planned for that date earlier on and wasn't able to work it out, no fault of ours or the parks, but it was good to able to pick that date up, and that way we could really fill that in, and everybody that still had that on their schedule was still able to come race and have some fun that weekend. And a great location there geographically for people from all over Southeast to come and make that event. So we're excited, and I think it's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, we're giving away a lot of money. So we've got the ATV class, the side-by-side class. We've got $3,000 being split up just between those two classes, which is great. It's only $50 to race. So if you place any, at all, you're getting your money back. You're making your money back. And then we've got the dump bed class, which is going to be 100% payback of whatever the buy-ins are. And so we're hoping to have enough. We're going to divvy that up, however we can. But we're planning to pay down to third place on that. And we've got trophies, which we're really, really excited about. We've got trophies for all three classes down to third place.
Let me say real quick how much we appreciate the support from some awesome people down there at Chad's ATV Repair. Chad Gilgan, Hannah Gilgan stepped up and are going to be making us some really cool trophies / awards. I'm not going to give it away yet, but you guys are going to have something very unique, one-off. So, winner's going to have something, not just some money in their pocket, but they're going to have something to show off for years to come, hopefully.
Yeah. This is going to be kind of like not just something you sit on the shelf, right? It's going to be something kind of cool.
That's right. It's something you show off. And I promise you, it's going to be a one-off. And again, just so much that Chad has done over the years to back up King of the Deep and us. And I couldn't say how much we appreciate Chad for what he does. And we're looking forward to seeing him and that whole group of gang down there from that area are really excited to get a park back in that area. I know we lost one not too long ago, and we're excited to get one back. And the enthusiasm for this event, I think, is really high. And it's going to be a good one. I mean, we've got Jonathan Linkus himself. My right-hand man's coming. So we're excited about that. We've got the OG King of the Deep crew coming, and we're going to have a good time that weekend. So make sure you're there.
Let's talk about the rules real quick before we move on. For the bounty hole itself, it's going to be one hole for all three classes. It's $50 per run, and a driver can purchase up to 2 runs, and they keep the better of their times.
And I got to say, there's a little different. There is something that I want to note. There is no rule against the first and second run being on a different ATV or a different side-by-side. So what's going on, Hunter? We're loaded up ready, buddy. But thanks for tuning in. I tell you that ATV, side by side, dump bed class. I think we just tried to keep it as simple as we could. We want to see the biggest, baddest bikes. Not always the winners, but we want to see. That's pretty much an open class. So run what you brung, show up, show out, and send it. It's going to be one hole. We're going to start the ATVs. We're going to do the side by sides, and the dump beds will be last.
That's
So
perfect.
that's the way we're going to do it, and very, very simple. There are really no rules except for, as I said earlier, ATVs must have an ATV motor, differentials, and drivetrains, and same thing for the side by side, and same thing for the dump bed class. So
we're not doing tire size restrictions or anything like that.
That's right. No tire size restrictions, so you can come big or small, bring them all. They're all going to be in the same class, depending on that classification based on ATVs, side-by-sides, and the dump beds. You can race in the side-by-side class and the dump bed class as long as you qualify for both classes.
Perfect. And then you can race 2 times per class, and it can be on the same machine or different machines, but you can only podium 1 time in that class.
That's right. So your first run does not have to be on the same bike, side by side, buggy, whatever y'all want to call it. But the King of the Deep rules say you have to run the same ATV or side by side in your second run as you did your first run. That is not the case. So you can run with one ATV and then say, okay, well, I think my buddy said I could run his. I might get a better time. Let me run his. If that's what it happens, and that's the way it goes. So just want to see some really good racing. Want to see some people show up, have some fun, and get as many opportunities to race as they can get.
That's going to be fun. I like it when we do switched up and do different things. So that'll be a good one to watch, and I'm excited about it. As far as, and then after we're done with all that, Saturday night, we are going to have a music and foam party. So it's going to be really family friendly. The kids are going to love watching, these bigger machines go, race and compete and everything. And we're looking forward to it. I believe Dalton, I don't know if he's put the pricing out yet, but I know that they're going to have a weekend pass that's going to be $80 if you want to do the whole weekend. Otherwise, there will be a daily rate. His Friday and his Sunday rates are their normal standard pricing. But on Saturday, it's going to be $40. And I think it's usually $35 for Saturday day pass if you just come for the day. This weekend, it'll be $40. So it's just a little bit more. And that just helps to support, the cost of doing an event. So I think we can all agree $5 more is very nominal for, having, the excitement of having a big event and actually having something to watch for entertainment or to compete in. So that is going to be Fat Daddies. We are very, very excited about that. We're going to be getting down there by Thursday to make sure everything's right and tight with the hole. And then we'll be seeing y'all on Friday when it opens up on the 17th. And then, all right. So then next up, we've got Busco Beach the weekend after that. And it's the annual event for Lakefest, which we're so excited about. That's going to be the 23rd through the 26th. We're doing our OG snorkel races for the ATVs, the side-by-sides. And then last year, we brought on a Honda class in part thanks to Vessel Power Sports.
That's
so we're
right.
going to continue that because we had a lot of participation in that class last year at the snorkel race. And 2 exciting things that are going to be happening this year is, number 1, Vessel Power Sports is actually coming to the OG snorkel race.
Yes. Very excited about that.
And then number 2, Vessel Power Sports threw in with Busco Beach, and we are doing the first ever Busco Beach bikini contest.
Yes, that's going to be lots of fun and a little bit of change this year for Lakefest. We're, of course, still racing across the pond like we always have. Always going to be having a great time out there at Busco Beach along the sides of the lake for the Lakefest event. So you can have front row seats. Come on down there. Bring your tents. Bring your chairs. Bring your drinks. Bring your friends. Bring your family. It's going to be a great time. And like I said, big shout out to Vessel Power Sports, throwing in, making it a little bit sweeter for all those there that weekend in the bikini contest, and also going to be hanging out with us the whole weekend and throwing down at the foam party. So you guys know what it's like. Lots of free goodies, lots of cool stuff. But check them out. Vessel Power Sports, always helping out King of the Deep, making these events the best that we can.
I think we're going to have to get a little vessel group ride one of these nights, either Friday night or Saturday night. We're going to have to figure that out.
Those are always down the ride. That's one thing we can say for sure.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's exciting. And then we're also going to have so basically it's going to go, we're going to start the beach party at 12. So we'll start playing music, letting everybody get out there and kind of get your tents and everything set up as you talked about. Bring your coolers, bring your little floaties, all that kind of stuff. And then we'll start the registration. We'll start the snorkel race at 1 o'clock. And then after that's done, probably around 2-ish, we'll start the bikini contest and the foam party. So we are going to be doing a foam party out there for, kids, whoever, adults, everybody. We'll have that over there on the beach as well. And that's always a hit, especially for kids and stuff. They love it. And then Busco's going to have floats out there. They're here. Hey, Busco, they're here. They're tuning in on the live. So we're going to have floats. Bring your floats, bring your tents, bring everything. And if you've never been to Busco Beach for the snorkel race, then you can expect everybody gathering around the big pond. People will literally put their tents in the water. It's very much kind of like, like the boating season, everybody gathering at islands. It's basically just a big beach boat party, but you're not using a real boat. You're using your four-wheeler boat. So
it's as good a time as you're going to get. You have literally front row seats to the racing. And then we're going to have a DJ and foam party following the bikini contest. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. And there's a full day of fun, a full weekend of fun. And, of course, awesome riding at Busco Beach. There's a lot of good riding right now because, as we all know, the water's down. The pond, you can see a lot of the islands in. And, it is probably a little bit dusty, but right now is the peak riding time because you can ride more of Busco Beach right now than you can any other time.
That's right. And you can, I'll say you can never trust a hole at Busco, but you can trust them a little bit more now than you can at other times of the year. So, so it'll be, people will be able to go through places maybe they don't normally go through. You can go across some of the waterways that you don't normally, so it's going to be a good time. We're excited about it. The bikini contest is going to be amazing. It's going to be, we're paying down to third place. So, and it's free to enter. So y'all come on out. It's different than Daisy Dukes as far as it's not going to be on the stage.
No,
it's not, with the pole and the dancing and all the stuff. If you've been to Daisy Dukes, this is just strictly the bikini contest. So it's literally just coming out, and we're going to do it, I think, based on,
crowd response. Yeah, I've got my sound digital gauge with me, and we're going to determine who wins based on crowd response. We're going to make this thing really cool, really short, and really sweet. We're going to have all the girls out there already having a great time and giving them a chance to win. And we hope everybody is going to have a great time with us. So let's go one on Ty. I'm kind of catching on the comments, but we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all please like, share, let everybody know where we're going to be, and that's the place to be coming up.
Yeah, so it'll be fun for the bikini contest. Best Power Sports is going to be in there, and I would say for that, since we're doing it on crowd response, make sure you if you've got friends, bring your loud, noisy friends, because it is going to be based on crowd response. So, bring your entourage and the people that are going to cheer for you, because that's what you're going to need to win.
All right. Everybody needs an entourage.
So, yep. And then, Busco's got all this. They just put it up tonight. It is going to be an event weekend. So you pay based on the day you arrive, just like all the other event weekends, Mud Bash, Fall Bash. Everybody knows what to expect for these. But if you've got any questions about what that means for pricing, go to their page, and they've got it all laid out for you, very clear, to do that. So, so we're really looking forward to that. And then after that, we've got a weekend off, and then we're headed down to Bogs and Boulders for our next stop of the series, which we're not going to go into that too much tonight. We'll save that here for the next live, but we've got all kinds of stuff. We've got barrel racing. We've got a Friday night group ride with Vessel Power Sports. We've got the Muddy Cup National brought to you by Where to Mud. National Land Realty. Will Hairston, he's sponsoring the ATV and the side-by-side barrel racing. Then we've got a sound competition presented by J&G Enterprises. And then we've got Saturday night after the bounty hole, we'll be doing a beach party and a belly flop contest at the cool pool. So that's going to be a weekend full of stuff going on down there.
Well, let me say this. I went to Bogs today, so that's what I was coming up here earlier today to try to get on over there and meet with Bog Daddy and Jill and some of the management over there. I got the drone up. We got a good idea of where we're going to do everything. And when I tell y'all that Boggs has an unbelievable setup and we are going to absolutely kill it when we go to that weekend event. We've got so much planned and we're really looking forward to it. You know, we always try to make these series events as action-packed entertainment as we can. And Boggs just got a great facility and we've got a great lineup. So it's down the road and we're really looking forward to it. But we were here today at Boggs and we're going to make it big. We're going to make that thing great.
It's going to be a fun time. I'm excited about I'm really excited about the belly flop contest personally.
Me too. So, I got a lot of experience in that department, so I feel like that I'm really looking forward to see if anybody has any real talent.
Yeah, well, you are experienced in that, but unfortunately, you're not eligible for this go round. So, and then
I might have to show them how to do it. I might have to show them how to do it right there to start it out.
Last but not least, we still are taking people on our King of the Deep cruise. The rates that we have, which are on the screen in front of you, I mean, literally you can go, you and your guests, 2 people in an interior room for $1,000 for 5 nights. And that
I gotta say this too. When it comes to this cruise, guys, we are going to have so much to do that you can come and enjoy yourself. If you feel like you don't know anybody at all, that is the kind of cruise that you want to come on, because by the time it is over with, you are going to have so many new friends. You're going to have so much to do, or you don't have to do any of it. You can just get a great deal on a great cruise.
And you can pretend like you don't know us the whole trip.
Yeah, I'm good at pretending like I don't know people. You just tell me pretend like I don't know you, and I'm going to do just that. But no, for real, we're going to have a good time. We've got a lot of ideas to get together and enjoy that time while we're out on the cruise as a group with King of the Deep. And do not be shy. Do not to say to yourself, well, I don't know anybody or anything like that. It's going to be a great time, no matter who you are, no matter who you know.
So the rates that I have right there are good through next week. So if you want to get that booked, if that's something you've been thinking about, or if you've like just been putting it off and haven't really done it and you're whatever, like sometimes I do, then just message King of the Deep, message me, and we'll get the ball rolling and get it started for you, because after next week, then we can still book you with us, but it might not be the same rates. So, and these are the lowest the rates have been thus far. So if you're interested, message us or send me a message and I'll get it all set up for you. So looks like I lost Steve, but that is what we had for you guys tonight. Try to keep it a little short and sweet. If you had any questions about the events, about the rules, about anything else going on, send us a message and at the King of the Deep page, or send either myself or Steve a direct message and we will get those answered for you. But otherwise, we will see you soon. If you are headed out to the Bounty Corps, Steve will be there tomorrow. And otherwise, we will see you next week at Fat Daddy's or the following weekend at Busco Beach for Lakefest. And we hope that you have a great night. And oh, he came back. I lost you, so I was about to sign off. Anything else you need to add?
I just would like to say how much we appreciate everybody that messages us and supports King of the Deep and what we're doing. 2027 is already in our sights. We've got big plans, lots of great parks already signing on for 2027. And we're really looking forward to it, but we couldn't do it without our sponsors. So, everybody at home that may see this live or may see this, we have what we really do feel like some of the best brands and the best people in the business that we work with. And we would like to ask you guys, please support those that support us. Also, before we sign off, I'd like to say how much we appreciate the Masters Motoplex. I don't think that we've come on since we got done with that event, but that was a great, great time right there before July 4th. Great park and great owners. And everybody that was there in attendance, I know, had a great time. That was just an unbelievable facility. It was super hot. We had some great racing, over 160 some runs. So to all of our racers that come and put on the show, we mean this when we say it. We could not do this without you guys. You guys are the show. So thank you from top to bottom for the fans, for the racers, for the sponsors, and everybody that helps us continue to do this on the level that we do it. So
yeah,
that's something important for us to acknowledge.
That was an awesome park. Beautiful, very well kept, nice amenities, a wonderful staff. I mean, it was great. Can't wait to go back there. And but I will say, if you thought that those holes were fast or easy or went by too quick, I think you're gonna have a little something different on the menu at Bogs. So
yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. The holes at Bogs are 3 feet deep holding water right now from what I saw today. So you better be ready. Bogs is gonna be a bogging hole. I can tell you that for every single class, every single one of them. Y'all get ready. You better button them up.
Well, that's perfect. That's what we need. We haven't had one of those in a little while, so it's going to be leveling the playing field a little bit, I think. So, all right.
Coming to you live from the Vestal Power Sports headquarters right here with Sid. And once again, we're getting ready to head to Arkansas. So
we could like segue this into like a Cribs episode.
Nah. not unless you want to see a couch and some beds. It looks like a frat house in here.
Well, I expect no less from Vessel, so that's okay.
No, I tell you what though, these guys do some awesome stuff, and they have one of a lot of manufacturing and made in America. The stuff that they do here and the scale that they do it on is just unbelievable. So check them out. Again, we couldn't do it without them and all of our sponsors. And there's a lot of cool stuff coming out right now from a lot of different businesses. Super ATV is releasing and just had a lot of new products that they've added to their catalog. So once again, if you are looking at upgrading your tires, wheels, lifts, drivetrain, any of those things, your suspension, your audio, anything, reach out to us. I get tons of messages from people asking, hey, what do I do if I have this side by side? Or what should I do if I have that full? Or if I want to do this? And I'm always happy to recommend and refer you guys to somebody that we can trust. And that's a big thing in this business is make sure you are doing business with the people you can trust and are going to give you the quality and the customer service that you need.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. Well, all right. Well, you guys have a safe trip on the road tomorrow to Arkansas, and you guys have a good time. Get some good content, make some good content, and be safe. And we will catch you when you come back to the Carolinas so that we can head down to Fat Daddy's and then do Lakefest after that.
All right. If y'all see me this weekend in Arkansas, stop by and say, hey, man, I'll be at the Vessel booth. I'll be all over at the Rats event. So shout out to WTF Off-Road and my buddy Mike LaFour and Randy LaFour for helping us out, get a spot down there, give us a heads up on somewhere we could crash. So anyway, really looking forward to it. Come and holler at us, and we'll see you somewhere soon.
All right, y'all have a good night. See you later.